This is WWB League. WWB Fall League. Welcome to WWB Fall League Edition, week number 2, guys. We're back. Again, I am showcasing a new deck. This is called the Loving God Naga. I'm liking to put loving in the title. I think my last one was like Dino Love. Now we're the Loving God Naga. But again, this is a more fitting title because we got a spicy deck here for you guys for week number 2. This was a Gen 1 only week. And so I was pretty excited with getting to only, have to test myself to kind of build a deck with just the Gen 1 cards. A lot of cards that, probably from the last deck build that I did, just showcasing. But there are a lot of new ones. Obviously this deck is built around a creature, Naga. If you don't know, there's a bleed mechanic in Ward. When creatures hit, they usually do like 10 bleed damage or 10 poison damage or 10 burn damage. And these effects basically stay on your opponent until the turn cycle completes. And so this whole deck is kind of a deal damage dot kind of deck that's revolved around our big boy Naga. And he is kind of like the showcase of the deck because he's kind of the main creature that gets a lot of play. Obviously, we also have Warg, another bleed creature. If you can't tell, the bleed creatures kind of have lower dice rolls and modifiers, so they sometimes need a little bit of help with hitting and things. So there will be some cards in this deck that help buff them up. And so, but the whole point of the deck is to basically have these bleed creatures hit your opponent. And then we are utilizing a card called a Loving God from Gen 1. And a Loving God is a field spell. Creatures cannot battle for 3 turn cycles. So what you would do is you'd go to combat, hit them with one of Warg or Naga, and then you basically play a Loving God if you have it in your hand, and then that basically allows 3 turns to do your bleed. And then so they're ticking, you're stalling, and you're getting access to get some of your cards, and basically allowing you to have your effects go off pretty consistently of not being interrupted. Obviously a lot of the other cards are, again, you got the staples, Visitor from Beyond, Holy Light, Revival Priest. If this is your first episode, these are basically all just recursion cards that let you bring back cards. It's obviously very powerful in a game where your goal of the game is to put 300 HP into your opponent's cemetery. And that's the nice thing about this deck too, is it really utilizes the HP. Speaking of that, Naga is only 50 HP, so it's like he's a smaller creature, but he definitely he can stand toe-to-toe for a little while, in a couple matchups where, he can take a couple hits usually. Assassins can be kind of dangerous, but, he's kind of right above that assassin damage threshold where he can survive a hit. So then once he does the return hit, that's the nice thing with bleed creatures. A lot of those little creatures that are like 10 HP, they deal with them pretty well. Warg is kind of the same way, but again, he's 40 HP, so like assassins and some things that can do up to 40 HP in one hit, it's a little weak too. But that's where we put cards like, Junk Scarecrow, or like I said, use a Loving God to kind of play around those matchups. But otherwise, I think Bleed is like pretty decent. I think a lot of people have the perception that it's like pretty weak in Ward, but I think with the right setup, it can be kind of dangerous. And so, we chose to also go with a Demon Knight. So we did have 8 cards in this deck. And Demon Knight, I guess, is kind of our big boss. He's an AL9, so you need 1 sack to bring him out. He's a 2+2, which is decent stats. I wouldn't say it's great. +2 modifier. Like, in my mind, +4 or higher is usually kind of what you want to go for to like have like pretty good results. Because a lot of these lower modifiers, they struggle getting over like big creatures. And so that is the one thing that I would say about this deck that might struggle a little bit, is like combat into big creatures. But with your stalling tactic of Loving God, usually allows you to get to some of these cards that help buff up these guys a little bit so they can do some big hits. But again, Demon Knight, its effect is during your turn, roll 1 die. If the result is 4 to 6, your opponent's primary creature is burned for 10 HP. So this doesn't need to hit. It just has the burn effect, which again works really good with a Loving God, because when I have a Loving God on the field, I get to try to hit this effect 3 times before my opponent, can react, unless they destroy this card. And so yeah, I think that this is kind of what the deck is based around, is just utilizing a Loving God with these creatures. A lot of some of the other cards to note. I mean, we have Turncoat again. We had it with our other deck. Turncoat. I didn't really explain it last week, but Turncoat is a very powerful card because what it does is let you flip your card, your opponent's creature, and your creature, and when the creatures die, they go to whoever currently controls them. So you can really utilize taking advantage of. I meant big creatures. If they have a big creature that they just summoned out and your creature's about to die, you can take control, kill your creature, put it into their cemetery, and really mess with like their cemetery HPs. And 70 HP, like in some game instances, it's like you could totally mess up an opponent's what they're trying to do with their decks, especially when people are trying to really utilize the 300 HP pool in the game. So it's like, I think Turncoat is a very powerful card. You'll probably see it in a lot of my decks. I just think overall this is like a game-changing card that, it's called Turncoat. I say, it's like the turn the tide card. Ward likes their phrase, turn the tide, and I think this card definitely can do that a lot. To talk about some of the cards that buff or debuff, we have Sword of Light. It's pretty good ability, so +3 to hit, so that adds to your modifier. So whenever you're trying to hit a creature, again, our creatures only have like +2s, so what this would do is make them all +5, but then you also get a +1 to your hit dice, so it's kind of like Flame of the Infinite, which we talked about last episode, but this is an equip card that you put on your creature. And it obviously doesn't put 50 HP in your cemetery, and so I kind of like that aspect of it. But this card allows you to basically hit and does a little extra damage with attack dice and just the attack damage built into it. Pretty solid card overall. Kind of like it a lot, especially in this matchup. Like there's a lot of things that just allow your creatures to become kind of like stronger creatures just by like putting one card on them. A card that debuffs that I think is pretty decent is Curse. So again, instead of having to buff my creature, I just play this card, which Curse basically takes all the opponent's creatures on their side of the field, reduces their AL to 1, and then this card suspends all increases, so they can't even increase their AL at all to buff them back up until this card's gone. And a lot of people think this card's a little silly and not great, but I think it's one of those cards where a lot of people don't want to destroy it, or they don't think it's worth destroying on the field, and so I think you can gain a lot of value just based off of that effect of the fact that they don't really care that much about this card. And yeah, I think that there's a lot of annoying creatures that are higher ALs that AL +2s have trouble with if I don't have my other buffing cards, and so that's why I put this in the deck. Again, Flame of the Infinite, I'll just say it's just like the biggest steroid in the game and just crazy buffs, but I like to only put one just because, again, I don't want to have too much affecting my creatures. And if I don't really have limited summons, which this deck doesn't really revolve around, I don't think this card is as powerful because you don't get to buff up all the creatures on the field. Magic Steals, we'll move to the negates. Magic Steal is a pretty powerful negate. It lets you take an opponent's card and play it. It's really good for like stealing a Visitor from Beyond. It's really good for stealing Revival Priest. Really good for stealing Holy Light. A couple of Flame of the Infinites. It basically allows me to potentially react to my opponent's plays and take a card from them. So I put one in the deck. Again, it's a Gen 1 negation card. Same with Goblin Tricks from last week. Again, really good negation card. So, we had 4 negates in the deck. I also had a damage negation Junk Scarecrow. This is limited to 1. It's pretty powerful because it allows you to negate an attack, and then after 3 turn cycles, you get the card back to your hand, which is pretty good value. And so we ran it in this deck. Again, it's just to stop those plays of like assassins or any big hitting creatures. It just has ways to prevent them from hitting you. So it's like, yeah, I think it was pretty good. Obviously, a Loving God kind of does a similar sense with my burn. If there are like assassins with 10 HP, it's like I have very good chance that I can deal the damage. A newer or destruction cards, I had to use Dragonfire. I would use Magic Eater. Magic Eater's Gen 2, so it wasn't available in this set, so I just used Dragonfire. But I would rather use Magic Eater because Dragonfire, again, destroys all cards on the field, which isn't very great with Flame of the Infinite or Revival Priest or my equipped card, that I have to put on my creature. So, yeah, we use Dragonfire. Like I said, it's just a good board wipe. You just want to have ways to deal with your opponent's stuff. And so yeah, that's just the card that we kind of went with for destruction. A couple other ones. We have Demonic Magic. Demonic Magic is a pretty crazy card. On the surface, it doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense. So what it does is add +5 to hit, +5 to attack, which is really good stats to put on your creature. So you would think, oh, maybe I just put this on my creature. But then this is where it gets a little crazy, is it says negate all creature effects on the field and reduce the equipped creature's remaining health to half. So what this is just like instant burn and cut it in half on just about anything you play it on. And you can play, equips on your opponent's creature, so a lot of times you can play this on them. The thing about this card is you want to make sure that it basically you're going to kill the creature, because if you play this on a creature and they don't die and they find ways to heal that creature, +5 hit almost guarantees you hit most things, and then +5 to attack is just an extra 5 damage on every hit. So this card can kind of like bite you in the butt if you don't play it properly. But it's a very, I would say, a very powerful card. And again, it negates creature effects. Why I chose Demonic Magic in this deck, I know in the other deck we did Iron Range, which was a field spell. This deck's actually, utilizes my creature effects. So it's like I don't want to always have a field negating effect on the field, so I opted to use the Demonic Magic instead, because once the creature dies with this card on it, this card goes to the cemetery, so I don't always have to have a field where I can't have my effects working. But speaking of that, that very powerful card, but speaking of ways to like deal with that is Heroism. So Heroism is a really powerful card from Gen 1 as well. It's not limited yet, which I'm a little surprised. I think at some point this card might get limited, but at this moment I don't think it's like too problematic. I actually do really personally think this card is very balanced. I just think a lot of people will, eventually, if there's ever a meta where this card becomes like just a staple in the game, there's a chance they might limit it, but right now it's not too bad. So it gets +2 to AL, +2 to hit, +2 to attack. So a decent little buffs there. Again, you want +2 to hit, so it would turn all my creatures to 4/4s, and also with like +2 to AL, it turns Demon Knight to an AL 11. Just gives a little extra protection. But where it really stands out is this card. The equipped creature is immune to magic cards. So this like basically protects you from like everything magic, and it's like once it hits the field, as you can see the last little text there, this card can only be negated during an initial activation. So you can't actually do anything to this card once it hits the field with magic cards. You can use creature effects to get rid of this card, but a lot of people don't run creature effects to remove this. And so again, it's just a way that if I do have Demonic Magic on the field, I'm allowed to put it on Demon Knight and still get his effect going while this card is on the field. This card also synergizes really well with a Loving God, because a Loving God is a magic card that says creatures cannot battle, but this card allows my creatures to battle. So you can kind of see where I can get a little more value with that card. But again, you got to be careful playing this card, because if you have cards like Sword of Light that equipped, or Flame of the Infinite, it does remove all those buffs. So again, you got to kind of play around with it. You got to make sure you kind of understand what you're doing with it. And so it is one of those things. It can also be used offensively on your opponent, and there are some times when you want to play this card on your opponent, and so it's got a little bit of versatility there. But overall, that's kind of the deck list. I don't want to talk and ramble on too much, but again, a Loving God Naga, I don't think we get to see a lot of bleed decks, and I was pretty happy with the way it performed in my game. And so I hope you guys enjoy the video watching the gameplay of it, and see how I pilot this deck. But with that, guys, this is week number 2 of the fall WWB League, and I will see you next week, guys. Here. You ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome to week number 2 of the WWB Fall Untapped League. Chandler, time to play Harry D, the winner of Ward Bowl. All right, so yeah, roll off just the dice. Awesome. You get to decide. You want to go first or you want me to?
I'll go first.
Okay. Draw your 5 cards, sir.
So I'm gonna start with Assassin.
Oh, okay. That was
My turn.
That was something I. Oh, whoops! I gotta draw 5 cards, please. Ooh, I'm gonna have to show you my hand. That's my hand. I cannot play.
Yep.
Can you see it all?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm
All
gonna
magic.
mulligan. Wow. Reveal. Apparently, I'm just not getting creatures.
Okay.
Mulligan. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna show you my whole deck. Reveal. Good.
Gotcha. Yep.
This is the fun of Ward here. Oh wow. All right, I'm gonna play Warg. And I am. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass. I'm a little worried that you have an assassin going first.
Right. Draw. All right. I'm gonna go to battle. Go for hit roll.
Yep, you're faster.
Do you want to do the rolls just so we've got it in the history, or
Yeah, usually I just put like an A for attack and then, or H for hit, A for attack, or D for damage, or whatever you want to put it as. It's not a big deal.
okay? So I haven't played around with the. I gotcha.
There you go. Yeah, if you're on phone, it can be kind of tricky. That. Yep. And then you just roll one more. There you go. That will hit me. This is where I hope you roll low, but we'll see how this goes. And then I just do D for damage, or.
Gotcha. All right.
Here,
3 dice rolls plus 5. 1, 2, and 3.
Oof, that's pretty big. I don't know if we're going to survive that. 10, 16. 16 times 3 is. I think we're at 40 something. I'm dead there, right? 15.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Keep it. Let's see. 4 times plus
Imagine.
5, 16. Yep. 16.
Yeah, it's
times
going to be
3.
like 44 or something. Okay. You're okay.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to summon this guy, but I have to sack this guy, unfortunately. We're off to a rough.
I'm going to go ahead and pass, sir.
All right. Having a meltdown right now, and we're doing our best to avoid it. All right. I will start. So the way Demon Knight works is during my turn, I roll 1 die, see if I get a 4 through 6, and then it does 10 damage to your opponent. So we'll start with that. 4, so that does 10 damage to your assassin.
All right. So she's gone.
She is
correct?
gone. Yep.
All right. And shift. Adam was nice enough to show me some shortcuts on Untap. Made my life a little easier.
Oh yeah. Shift is always
All
a
right.
good one.
All right.
Look at this guy. He's running the speed. I like it. Alrighty. We are going to yeah, We are going to pass.
Right.
I can see you definitely fancy the speed guys, for sure.
Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for my hit.
Okay, so you're are you going to combat? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's just good to kind of be like, here, this is what I'm doing if I'm going to play Magic or move on. But you're good. But yep, you are definitely faster. And that will hit me.
Okay. So what's he? 5 dice rolls plus 5.
Yep.
So 2,
Jeepers.
3,
Jeepers. Roll low.
4, 5.
Gosh dang. 15, 20, 24 is what I got on there.
Hang on 1 second. Let me adjust my. And okay. Let's double check. 4.
Yeah, because you have 15 with your modifier plus the 2 5s, and then you do 4 plus 1 is 20, then plus that last 4 is 24 is what I got. If that makes sense. So that's how I do the math. All right, I'm going to roll to hit you. Ooh, would have hit Scarlet. Damage. Wish I would have got that for my damage roll, though, because that would have killed you. But I'm worried now. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do enough. I need a 6. Wow. 7, 8, 9 damage to you. Imagine that. That's just my luck all the time.
All right. And it was my turn, correct?
Yep.
So I am going to pass turn to you.
Okay. I will draw. And I will try to roll for my effect. 4 hits, and that'll do 10 damage to your creature. Getting lucky on the rolls.
So, okay. Go up 20. All right. Go play Raptor.
Makes sense. All right. You are all about your speed, I see. I will play Sword of Light on my Demon Knight.
Okay, as you play that, I will respond with Goblin Tricks.
Okay. Yep, that's good. And I will then pass turn.
Okay. Okay. I will go to battle and roll for hit. And 1, 2.
10 hits.
Okay, let's see. 3 dice rolls.
$12 damage. I'll rebuttal.
Okay.
5, 6, 7 hits your AL. Roll for damage. 7, 8, 9 damage. We love to do 9 damage.
Hang
Okay.
All right. And I will pass turn to you.
All right. I draw. I am going to... I'm going to roll for my effect. That will hit. So it does 10 damage to your raptor. And I will pass turn. Good slow start to the game, you know?
I hear you. All right. I am going to play Helping Hand
Yep.
and bring out the old god.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me do this so I know who he's attached to. And I
That's a
will
card.
go to battle. Roll with. I will start with Raptor. So
Okay.
plus 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
9 does just hit my AL.
Oh,
So 9 meets. Unfortunately.
all right. And 3 dice. Hang on. I get better with this chat.
You're good.
Believe it or not, I'm going significantly faster than I was with Adam.
No, it's all good.
1, 2, 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep. Okay. And I will rebuttal. No. 3, 4,
Oof.
5 does not hit. Wow. We're having an unlucky day here. All right.
All right. I'll go ahead with Old God.
Yep. I think that one might be a stinker.
And then 1, 2. It's all right. What is it?
Almost a
8
crit.
dice rolls. Okay. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, you almost crit. If you get 2 6s, that's a
Oh,
crit.
okay.
Critical
I
hit.
was like, I didn't think I hit a crit, but okay.
I said, oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Doing great. Doing great. The fact that I had to
All right.
sack my demon for another demon knight was rough. Rough start here. We might be in trouble if I don't get something.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Yep, that will kill me for sure. That is a dead demon. Alright, I'm bringing out Mr. Naga. Okay.
So let me ask you this. So once you're kind of forced to summon a creature after another creature's been sent to the discard, there's no rebuttal on that, correct?
Yep. Once a creature dies,
Okay.
there's no more attacking. Yep.
Gotcha.
That's why
All
usually
right.
people start with their limited summons first, because you can't rebuttal a limited summon.
Makes sense. All right. All right, pass to you.
Alright. I am going to... I'm going to attack your raptor. You're faster.
Let's see.
That will hit. Would have hit Scarlet. Nice. That's kind of my catchphrase.
1, 2, 3, so 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yep. All right, let's hope that I don't have a terrible roll. Oop, whoops. 37. All right, let me roll to hit you. That will hit too. I also rolled 3s. Let's go. All right, so damage. I do 4 damage. And then since it's the end of combat, you're going to have a counter on you for 2 turns that does 10 damage. So that's going to start right now. So you are going to take another additional 10 damage.
Okay, so I know Adam briefly showed me how to set up a counter on my cards. Just
Yeah. For right
okay,
now,
right or left click,
I'll just put
right?
it. I'll just put it on Naga. But yeah, it does last even after Naga dies. So it's like it kind of like bleed effects and stuff linger. So just so you know. But I have my counter set up here for you if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just want to take away
Yep.
10 HP from yours.
Yep.
There you go. And then I'm going to attempt to play Loving God, which creatures cannot battle for 3 turn cycles.
All right, I'm going to retort with another Goblin Tricks
Okay.
if it shows up on the board. There we
Yep.
go.
That's good. All right. And then I'm going to play Dragonfire, which destroys all cards on the field.
Awesome. Well played.
Yep. Had to bait it out of you there. All right.
Let's. What was he? 130. Okay.
All right. And then I will. Yeah, then I will pass for turn.
All right. I am going to go to battle.
Makes sense.
Roll for hit. Or
That will hit.
all right. 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ouch. Okay. And I will rebuttal. That hits. Roll for damage. And 4 damage. Okay.
Right. I will go ahead and pass turn to you.
I draw. Come watch. Alright. I am just going to go past combat. So that's going to make the second tick of my bleed go, which will kill your raptor. Alright. What do you got, sir?
Nothing. And you use the wrap or the bind effect, right?
Yeah, so that killed your raptor. So now if you do mulligan, so there should be like a little, I don't know how, if you're on phone or are you on computer or phone? Sorry, I don't
Computer.
Okay, yeah, there should
But
be. Okay, so you have another creature? Okay, I didn't know if you did.
yes. Okay.
This is still that hand though. You didn't. Yeah, I don't think you mulligan. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Dragon Fox, interesting. Okay, and I am going to play Demonic Magic on my Naga. So what that does is cut my HP in half. So I'm at 25. So I will go to, or 26. So I'll go to 18. I'm trying to think. Half. My bad. 25, 17.
18. No. 16.
Or sorry, I'm got to go to 13. I apologize. There we go. My brain's not working right now. And then so demonic magic negates all creature effects on the field and reduces my creature to half, but it gives me +5 to hit, +5 to attack. Okay.
Gotcha.
Good on that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Then I am going to attempt to play Holy Light.
You're good.
Okay.
No response.
All right. And I'm going to get my Demon Knight back into my hand. All right. And then I will pass over to you.
Just gonna throw this out here. Play Twister.
That's good. What a card to
All
have in your hand. Heck yeah. Good when you don't have any cards. All right. Yep. So that destroys my demonic magic.
So let me ask you, maybe it's a ruling question. If there's no actual other magic cards on the field, can you still play Twister by itself?
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't have to destroy cards for its effect to go off.
And now I will ask you this, is the halving of the HP from your card in that instance, is that still taking effect on Naga?
Yep, it does that automatically as soon as it's played. Yep, and then it just cuts their HP in half.
Good deal. Okay.
Oh yeah. Very powerful mechanics.
Yeah. Let's see. I am going to also play Holy Light, hopefully.
Yep, you're good.
All right, and I am going to go back for my helping hand.
Okay.
I will play that helping hand.
Sit on the bed. Okay.
And
wow. Okay.
bring out our old friend.
Jeepers. Yeah. All right. I was not ready for that, but okay. Yeah, that's good.
Right. All right. I will go to battle.
Just make sure you put your Holy Light in your cemetery.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
There we go. Hit it. And you said typically people are going for their limited summons first.
Yeah, I would attack with you because then I can't rebuttal to that attack. Yep, that's usually how people would do it. It's a free combat, and you hit me, and I'm just gonna kill my creature because there's no way possible that you don't do 13 damage. If that's all good with you.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right, and I will reveal. I don't have any cards to play.
Okay.
Just put them in the room. It's all good. Thank you. All right. Did I reveal them? Did you see them? My cards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'm Mulligan. All right. I'm going to play Warg. And then that ends combat, though. So now combat is over.
And I will go to end turn. Pass to you.
Kiddo is having a hard time. Passing? All right. I draw.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm at 40 HP. All right. I am going to play a Loving God. Good on that?
No response. Yep.
No response?
No response.
Gotcha. Okay. And with that, I will pass turn. Yep.
There we go.
You're good on Visitor.
All right. Let's see. I am actually going to do Twister back to my hand.
Okay.
Because Goblin Tricks would only work on activation, not that it's already been set, correct?
Yep. Well, the way Goblin Tricks work, if I played another card, it could pop that card.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's see.
Just
So
put visitor.
visitor.
Make sure visitor goes to your cemetery. Okay.
I'll play Twister.
Okay. Well, if you play that, you're gonna lose the game because it's gonna destroy your helping hand, and your creature is gonna go to the cemetery, and you'll be at 2.
Oh crap.
You probably don't want to do that, if I were to guess.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I'm gonna stop you there before you commit suicide. Even though I know I would win me the game.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go ahead and pass.
All right. I draw. One on, or one off of love. Still got 2 more turn cycles. And I am going to also pass. Can't really do much when we can't have combat.
Great. All right. I'm gonna pass back to you.
Okay. I draw. Alright. I am going to play a cool card called Curse. So all creatures on the opposing side of the field have their AL reduced to 1. And their ALs cannot be increased. Okay. And I will pass.
All right.
Stop. Sit down.
I am
Or
going to
leave.
play Ghost from the Past. Good on that?
Um. Yeah, you're good on Ghost from the Past.
All right. I am going to pull back the Old God back to my hand.
Makes sense.
Right. All right. And I'm going to pass back to you.
Makes sense. I draw. And helping hand goes, or sorry, a loving God goes away. And I'm going to play demonic magic on your dragon fox, cutting its HP in half.
Say 50. Okay.
Okay. And then my warg will go to combat. I'm faster. Ooh, whoops. I did not mean to draw that. Sorry. The chat thing is right next to your deck, and it's like if you click too fast, it draws it. 6, 7, 8 hits. Roll for damage. Oh, that was a D10. Sorry, hold on. I'm all over the place. 6 damage to your dragon fox.
Okay.
And you do have bleed on you, but you're still going to get to rebuttal.
Yeah. All right. Roll for hit.
Wow, that will hit.
10 hit.
Them rolls. All right, I will do your, or no, your effect is negated. Actually, my effect is also negated because demonic magic is on the field. So the bleed actually doesn't go on to your creature.
Okay. All right. 1 dice roll. All right. So 4 damage.
Yep. All right, and I will pass.
I am going to play Backstab. If it'll come up. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Uh,
On which creature?
Dragon Fox. Dragon Fox. It says it's only for your primary, so.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hey, trust me, I didn't know either until I just read it. All right. And then I will go to battle and roll for hit on. Yeah, I might have just wasted that, but you know what? Let's play it out. We'll do backstab. Or, shoot. I don't know. Yeah, we'll roll for the old god instead.
Okay.
Yep. Not my best move.
It's all good.
All right.
That will hit.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven,
10, 20, 30, 42 I have, or 41 I have, which will kill. Alright, and I will summon Naga.
Now, does backstab stay on Fox at this point?
During your turn, this card allows your primary to attack first. Yeah.
I'm gonna say okay.
Well, I don't know. I guess it, since it's done with combat, maybe it'd fall off, but I don't know. Otherwise, I mean, it's gonna fall off at the end of your turn either way. During your turn, it says. So yeah, it doesn't specifically say combat. So.
All right. Like I said, not my best move, and I will go ahead and
It's
pass
all
to you.
good. I draw. I am gonna play a Sword of Light on my Naga. Can you stop? Can you stop? Stop talking. Good on that? Sword of Light?
No response.
Okay. And I will go to combat against your Fox. It's faster.
Okay. Roll for hit.
Wow, you keep rolling doubles on everything, man. The ward staff have this thing where they said that untap doesn't roll doubles, but you're definitely rolling it. Alright, can you sit your butt down, please?
7, 8.
The God Naga is here.
And little guy.
Not bad. Alright, I will go to hit you. I get an extra hit dice because of Sword of Light. Hits. Damn. Oh, whoops. That's supposed to be a D. Whatever. 1, 2, 4, 9 damage altogether. Sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9 damage.
All right.
Doing great work. All right, and I will pass.
I am gonna go back. All right. I'm just gonna go to combat and roll for hit with Old God.
Where are we at?
Oh, you're fine. Roll for hit with Old God.
Yep.
It's good with that.
Yep.
Go damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Jesus.
7, 8.
Man, can't roll a 1 ever. Nice. Good stuffs. What do we got for damage here? I'm trying to add it up. I apologize. 10, 20, 28 plus 8 is 36.
Do I smell a forest sentinel in your hand?
No, I wish. I should be at 7. There. 7 HP. Alright.
And I will go ahead and pass back to you.
Okay. I draw. Alright. I'm going to try to play Turncoat. So we're going to switch primary creatures and then destroy all equipped cards. All cards or equipped cards are destroyed. That might be a one where you might want to. He might stop it. We'll see. So I would get your Dragon Fox. You would get my Naga.
Yep. And Helping Hand and Old God goes away, right?
Yep, would get destroyed. So would Demonic Magic and Sword of Light.
Okay.
And then if you put the card back into your hand real quick and then put it back on the field, see, I put it back in my hand and now it shows on your field. Okay.
Is that showing up right for you?
Yep. And then I'm going to actually sack your creature. So if you just set it over on the side, because it's going to go into my cemetery. And so Naga will go into your cemetery when it dies, unless it gets bounced. So if you just put it back, put Dragon Fox back in your hand and then put him over on the... If that makes sense.
So just put them on the side of your field somewhere.
Yeah, put them close by, like the far corner. And we will go to combat. I'm 7 speed, you're 6, so I will hit first. Roll the hit. That hits. Because I got Curse out on the field. And I do enough damage to kill Naga. What's that?
Okay, so when Naga went to my side of the field, do I essentially take his HP?
Yep,
the
just
full
like
HP,
yep,
I guess.
just like I took Dragon Fox. Yep, it works just like that.
So take 50, correct?
Yep, 50 HP in the cemetery. And I'm gonna put Naga in your that corner. Okay.
I'm going to pull out Raptor.
Okay. And I will pass back to you, sir.
I'm going to play Foolish Tricks.
That's a good card. Yeah. That's good. So I bounce everything back to my hand. I have to reveal because I don't have an AL6 creature. And then I will mulligan. And I will bring out Naga. Well played.
Okay. And I'm going to do a ballsy move on my hand. Probably going to backfire, but I'm going to play Helping Hand.
Okay.
Helping Hand? There we go.
Yep, that's
and
good.
Can you guess who's coming out?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Gotcha.
All right. All right, I'm going to roll for hit with Oh, God.
Okay. That hits. Man's getting ballsy.
All right, roll for damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
There's a 1.
8.
With a bunch of 6s, though. 20... 30... 38 damage is what I got. Ouch. Man, hurts, especially when you only roll 1-1. I swear, dude, your old gods don't like to roll ones. I'm scrolling back through the log.
All right.
Doing good with
And
it.
then I'm going to go for hit with Raptor.
Yep.
It's go for damage.
Now roll the ones. Now roll the ones.
1.
That's not a 1. Oh, there's a 1. Nope. That will kill me. Alright. I have to reveal. And I have to mulligan. Oof. I have to reveal. And then mulligan. Reveal. I know I have creatures. Mulligan. Reveal. Mulligan. Oh my goodness. Reveal. Mulligan. Maybe untap. Alright, there we go. Alright, play Warg. Okay.
Oh, and I will pass.
Alright. I draw. Dang. Alright, we'll try. I'll play a Loving God.
No response.
Okay. And I will pass.
All right. I will pass.
Okay. I draw. Jeez, you gotta be kidding me. And I will pass back to you.
And pass.
Okay. Draw. Oof. Alright, I'll pass. Game's gotta give me something I need, please.
All right. I will pass back to you.
Okay. Okay. All right. I will. I will play Curse.
Yep, no response.
Okay. And I will go to combat with the Raptor. And I have 8 speed, you're 12 speed, so you're faster.
One, 2. It comes through, maybe.
Yeah. Starting to slow her down. That hits.
All right.
Dude, I'm just getting everything. Police sirens in the background. I don't even know if the mic's picking that up, but
I hear a little something.
yeah,
I actually hear that more than whatever the kids are doing. Let's put it that way.
makes sense. Yeah, the noises are just not giving it to me today. All right, 8-16 is what I got. Big old hits. Your dice definitely don't like to roll one. I will say that much. Holy moly! All right, but then watch mine. Mine love to do it, so it'll make up for all the non ones. Oh, are we lagging? Come on, untap. There. Oh, okay. We'll take a 5. That will hit whenever the other one comes through. Are we lagging over here? Or are we doing good?
I've got that 5 over here.
I rolled the other dice, but who knows? Oh, it's still. I don't know. Oh, there's a 4.
There's a 4.
All right. Oh, yeah. I rolled an extra one, but that's why the 2's there. I'm just gonna put the D. It's all right, and I'll roll for the damage. 4, 5, 6, and then you have 2 bleed stacks on, and I will pass. Back to you, sir.
So is it just the 6 damage?
Oh, and then you take 10 from the bleed stack at the end of combat. Bleed damage happens at the end of combat.
All right. You said pass to me?
Yep, pass back to you.
All right. I am going to play Epic Loot and attach that to the Raptor. Response?
No, you're good on that.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and heal him back to 40.
Yep.
And then I am going to go to battle and roll for hit with Old God.
Okay.
2.
Right. I'm going to junk scarecrow that.
Okay, I am going to respond to that with Magic Steel. Please don't play Goblin Tricks.
I am gonna play goblin tricks, and I'm not gonna stop your magic steal, but I'm gonna pop your helping hand.
Son of a... Are the kids around?
No, you're good.
Son of a dick. Well played.
GG, sir. Wow, what a game.